Beautiful.
Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Yinka. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be using my princess dart bustier to cut out a corset dress. So I'm trying this for the first time. So if you're interested in learning how I made it, keep watching, and I'll also show you how you can use it to create this beautiful keyhole yoke. Okay, so stay tuned. So I started off by drafting out my princess dart bustier. If you don't know how to draft a princess dart bustier, the link will be on the screen. So you just click it so that it can take you straight to that tutorial so that you can watch it before you come back here to join us in this class today. So it's just an experiment, you know. I've been doing corsets the different way the whole time. So I just want to see how it's going to look using my princess dart bustier pattern. Okay. This is it. So the next thing we are going to do now is to bring out the shape of our corset. Okay, so on your chest line, you're going to go in by 1 inch. On your chest line, just go in by 1 inch like this. Okay, then on your underbust, from here upward, just measure half inch. Do the same thing to this other side, half inch. Okay, so from here, connect it to, so from this point, just use the cup part of your ruler to connect them together this way. Just look at the way I'm doing it. Connect it together this way, and then from this half inch, connect it to where your actual measurement stops here. Your bust measurement, your actual bust measurement, where it stops here, connect it there this way. Okay, like this. So the next thing we have to do now is to create the shape we want for our yoke. Okay, we need to create the shape we want for our yoke. Okay, so from the mid armhole, I'm just going to come down. I'll come down by 1 inch, or you can do 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. Can you see? Just come down like that. Then I'm going to create a curve and connect it back this way. It's going to create the shape that I want. You can have a U, you can have a sweetheart, whatever shape you want. Okay, so I'm just going to put it this way, and I'm going to create my shape. You can decide any shape you want. So if you don't want it to open too much cleavage, just stop on your chest line. But if you want to have to show a little boobs, you can come down below your chest line for creating the shape of the yoke. Okay, so I'm just going to do it like this. Can you see? So this is how it is. So this part is going to serve as your yoke. This part is going to serve as your yoke. But because I want it to be a keyhole yoke, I want it to have a keyhole. Hope you know what I mean by keyhole. So I'm just going to put my neckline. I'm going to be doing a round neckline. So I'm using 4 inches by 3 inches for the depth. The width is 4 inches, the depth is 3 inches. Then I'm going to connect them together. Okay, so I'm going to measure 2 inches downward. I'll measure 2 inches downward from the neckline, and then I'm going to connect it back to this 1.5 inch below this. Okay, you can do any shape you want for that as well. So I'm going to use yellow chalk to highlight this opening. This place is going to be an opening. No, this space here is going to be an opening. Then this is the remaining part of the yoke. Let me use another chalk to highlight it. This is my yoke. This part is my corset cup. Okay, this is my corset cup. Okay. From the center on our chest line, I go in by 1 inch, and then at the underbust, I came up by ½ inch on both sides of the dart leg. Then from here, I connect it to the 1 inch. Then from here, I connect it to my actual chest measurement. Okay, and then I create my yoke. It's going to have an opening here. Okay, it's going to have an opening here. So that's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to place this on my Ankara fabric, and I'm going to use it to cut it out. If you have any question, please kindly leave it in the comment section. So my main fabric is folded into 2. So I'm going to be placing the lining on top of it so that I can use it to cut it out. Don't forget, this part is our yoke, so you can shift it very well so that you don't waste your fabric. But to ensure everything aligns properly. So I'm just going to be placing, I'll place my interfacing underneath so that I can cut it together. My interfacing is folded into 4. So don't forget, this part is the yoke. To just keep it, you keep the yoke. Don't forget, we're still going to cut this part off because it's going to have an opening, like I said, so we can just straight off cut it off again. So at the end of the day, this is how it's going to look. You see, this is going to have an opening here, so you can keep your yoke, cut from here. Can you see? So this part is our corset part. So let me just cut it like this. I'll show you how to do it later. Can you see? So can you see, this is it. This is our cup part. Don't forget, we are still going to be cutting off our dart. We are still going to be cutting off our dart. We have not removed that from here. So this is our dart line. So you cut it. Can you see? You don't need this dart. Can you see? Just remove it. So we are going to be replacing this. I was supposed to pieces this before I put it on my fabric. So make sure you pieces it before you put on your fabric to cut out your fabric. Okay? We are going to be adding allowance to this part, just to the inner part. So this is it. Hope it's clear. So I've added my half inch around. If you like, you can do 1. If you know, you can also with 1/4 inch, you can add 1 inch around. Okay, but I'm adding half inch because I'm going to be sewing with 1/4. So this is it. So I'm going to be cutting this yoke. I'm going to be cutting this yoke on my lace fabric. So that's that. Do you know the reason why I think I'll prefer this method now? You cannot really miss this hook, can you? Because you will definitely know that this part belongs to this part. You know, if you have been sewing bustier, you will know. So you cannot really mix it up. But if you think you want to do another method, you can just place them the way I showed you in the previous class. It's just for you to create whatever shape you want. These things are very simple. They are very easy. I'm done with this. I'm going to keep this aside. I'm going to cut this on my I'm going to be cutting this on my lace. So before you cut out your lace, ensure you check the direction of the stretch. Right on top of it. I'm going to cut everything the same, but I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch allowance to the bottom part, only the bottom part, okay? I added 1/2 inch allowance to only the down part of the yoke, okay? Every other place remained the same. I only added 1/2 inch allowance to the down part. So when I'm sewing, I will sew with cutter. So these are the panels. I already fused them with my interfacing, okay? So that will be the end of the tutorial for today. Please don't miss the next series. In the next part of the video, I'm going to be showing you how you can sew it, you know, how to couple everything up to become a beautiful dress, okay? So watch out for that tutorial. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.